2, 1, 2. Up and down. So I keep mobilizing the mid-foot area from the base of the metatarsal towards the head of the metatarsal, pressing on hands, doing my thumb kneading, improving perfusion of the tissues. You can see the color change from white pale to intense pink and even red. Just the same areas getting massaged by both thumbs, alternating motion. 1, 2, 1, 2, moving lateral slightly. 1, 2, 1, 2, and towards the calcaneal bone. 1, and downward. Towards the toes. I'm using my index fingers now. For more precise diagnostic and treatment, feeling for the tiniest fixations. Here, alternating motion, kneading, across and downwards, and using the opposite side of the finger. Soft and mobile. Now we are moving to the area of the heads of the metatarsal bones, mobilizing the first one in relation to the second and the rest, because it's the most massive, strongest joint. Doing mobilization of the second metatarsal, precisely feeling for the space between first and second and third, pushing it to the plantar direction. Gentle press and traction of the toe. Going to the third one, interosseous space, pressure and the traction. Fourth, again, third and fifth interosseous spaces, gentle traction with compression and holding the base of the bone, feeling it mobilized, and going to the pinky one, the fifth one. Here we have some medial deviation, working on the base, to the toe, traction and slight lateral deviation, grade 1 mobilization, and release, repeating, traction, grade 1 mobilization, and release. Again, using my volcanic stone tool, therapeutic effect, pressure, and additional mobilization. Traction, improving interphalangeal joint. Doing the same thing for the fourth one. Second and third. And the first and second. Lotion again. The skin is quite dry. Circular motion. Feeling how mobile the tissue is. With my 2 fingers we can see it moves. Nice pink color. Soft and mobile. Restoring the arch. First, expanding the heads of the metacarpal. So the metatarsals go apart. Expanding more on the heads of the metatarsal. And then doing little traction and reforming the arch, and relax. Scale worker's leg, tight, a lot of diffuse muscle tightness around the Achilles tendon, the lower third of the calves, gastrocnemius, soleus, peroneal muscles, which obviously affect foot, tension around the midfoot, both arches. Arches are a bit flat than normal. You can definitely feel the tension right along the 5th metatarsal, plantar flexors, the 4th, the first one, tension around navicular bone, right underneath, and Achilles tendon is hypermobile. First starting with effleurage. Applying some lotion. Same time assessing the skin tone, temperature, texture. Overworked feet, the skin is bit rough than normal. So we need to moisturize it well from the toes towards the heel. Nice movements back and forth. Moisturizing more, adding lotion with my fingers, using my index fingers, which can sense more precisely than my thumbs, keeping my thumbs around the heel bone, checking for the calcaneal tuberosity, moisturizing and pressing the tissue gently and softly, feeling for the fixation around the base of the first metatarsal. Head of the first metatarsal also has some fixations. Towards the heel bone we feel the fascia is hypomobile. Midfoot has got a couple of fixations, painless, but I still can feel them. And right here we have some fascial adhesions. Circular motions around the heel, pressing around calcaneal tuberosity. Effleration, round motions. Broad light strokes, soothing the tissues, pressing hard. Here we see quite adherent fascia to the skin, not very mobile. Pressing and using my tool, volcanic stone, adding a bit of lotion. Downward motions. In the fascia, feeling for the tissue response. You can see some color change from pale to pinkish. Now reversing the tube and applying pressure from the calcaneal tuberosity. And down. Increasing my pressure. Mobilizing. Medial. Middle, with the long part of the tool, go in the opposite direction, using that notch just next to the 5th metatarsal. And the first one. And brush. Okay, now making our way to the midfoot. Already with the previous technique, adhesions feel less dense. Fascia is more mobile. I'm going to use gua sha tool for it. First, feeling precisely the 4th ray. 1, 2 fixations. Second ray right here. And going first counter motion. Medial and lateral with my thumbs. Stretching and mobilizing the metatarsal bones. Applying a tiny bit of lotion. And taking my gua sha tool. In the fascia and plantar flexors. Again, we are noticing changes in skin color. Good perfusion. Soothing. Treating the other foot, the left one. Okay. Dry skin. A lot of fixation around the midfoot. Moisturizing well first. Applying some lotion. All the way from the calcaneal area to the toes. It's some more in this area. Interdigital spaces. And the plantar surface of the big toe. Good. Feels moisturized. Doing the affleurage and assessment same time. Feeling for the connective tissue cord here, which is traveling towards the head of the 5th metatarsal, base of the 1st metatarsal, and the reflexation more than the left, on the left than the right, around the second and the third toe. Reflexology. And moisturizing even more. Most convenient is to use thumbs for the nice and gliding motion. I'm not applying any pressure, just gliding and taking care of the big toe, second, effleuraging, third, fourth, and the fifth one. All prepared for the treatment. Starting round-like motions in the heel. Pressing with the big toe, being with here, up, calcaneal area, down, up. With my thumbs I'm doing circular motions. Downwards, around, round, meeting, down, up, around, meeting point, and across. Circular motion on the medial side, feeling for the calcaneal tuberosity, going down, navicular tuberosity, head of the first metatarsal, pushing. Traction, adding tiny bit of lotion, pressing down, because there are more adhesions here. I'm going to use bigger gua sha tool. Which can treat the whole plantar surface at once. Holding it like handle. Down from plant. Calcaneal tuberosity down to the plantar surface. You can see skin changes the color. Feeling more mobility. Excellent. Effleuraging. feels already way better around the heel bone and midfoot. So we are making our way towards the heads of the metatarsal bones and using my knuckles. I'm following the tendons of the plantar flexor. One knuckle per each ray. Now, precisely going with my thumbs, my index, thumbs, feeling each ray. Each metatarsal bone. This is the area the most fixated fascia, skin and hypodermal tissue. Applying more pressure, holding the bone, kneading the tissue and pushing on the bone, mobilizing the tissue. Fascia is getting soft and responsive. The fourth and the second and the third one needs to be mobilized. Gentle pressure, flexion and traction. We can see how the bone moves here, moving to the mid one, middle one, flexion, traction with the pressure, plantar pressure, flourish, the fourth one, flexion, extension, the fifth one. We need to use my volcanic stone tool with that hook to mobilize, holding and moving. Using that part of gua sha tool. Helping tissues to be vascularized, perfused, full of blood, pushing the extensive lymph away. Reflection and feeling for changes. Using my volcanic stone tool to push and give pinky toe some lateral deviation. Inserting, pressing, same between the second and third. Here. And pushing it down. Getting some motion. tissues feel warm. You can see the color has changed to the bright pink. Tissue is soft. Gently checking for the bone mobility. The arch is flexible. Pressing again, spreading. Holding it. Using my thumbs in counter-lateral motion, medial to lateral and vice versa, going through all the toes, the base of the toe, applying some traction. Lateral deviation. Spreading the toes apart. One, two, three, and four. That's how they're supposed to be positioned. In a natural way, releasing them, sliding up and down. Flashing the tissues. Checking and feeling for any fixation which remains, and there are none of them remaining. Down. With my other hand. Again, using my thumbs. Down, up, switching. Pulling apart. Wide broad stroke.